What's happening, Odessa Crime Stoppers? It's Mr. Flood. I don't know how Mrs. Rogers is getting this video to you. I don't know where you're watching this. I don't know when you're watching this. I don't know who you're watching this with. Um, I hope that you're watching this. If you're watching this, you're watching this. But I wanted to come back. I spoke at your conference back in early February, mid February, and I just wanted to come back for a couple of reasons. And the first one was to say thank you. You know, it's so nice because most of the speeches that I give are in schools. So it's nice for a change of pace to go into a hotel and just kind of hang out and chill out and eat good food and not eat school food. So it was just nice to be in the hotel, and the atmosphere was great. And the other thing is obviously is how you all welcomed me and greeted me, and were a very kind audience. Laughed when it was appropriate, were quiet, when it was appropriate, which was so cool. My only regret is that I didn't have longer to stick around and spend time with people. Obviously, I was tired. I stayed for dinner and everything like that, which was good. I think I ate something a little bit too spicy, maybe, but that was great. And just watching you guys and girls all interact and play games and things was so cool. So the fact that it was a different venue for me, a different event for me, was wonderful. But you were all so kind, and the people I got a chance to chat with were so kind to me, and I hope I made some great connections. So that's number one. Number two, that I'm coming back to this video is to remind you of the challenges that I gave you when I was there. You've all put yourself out there to be part of Texas Crime Stoppers, it's a big deal. You are not the average person. Everybody's important, but you guys and girls are not average. You are well above average to step out to the forefront and be a leader and be part of Texas Crime Stoppers, which is so powerful. And there are so many ways that you can influence others in your school, out of school, in your community, wherever you are. And the three simple ways that I gave you are just simple things that have worked for me. And look on the inside of people, always respect and realize that we're all alike on the inside. Make sure that even in your leadership role that you stay connected. I remember learning stay connected with two adults, right? That you have someone you can talk to. I remember learning or hearing, I'd been in therapy for some time. I'm not now. I think everybody should probably be in therapy in one time or another in their life. But I remember hearing that most therapists are in therapy themselves because they hear so many things. They need to continuously work on their own stuff. So what's your point, Mr. Flood? My point is this, that even though you are a leader, maybe it's even more important for you to be not necessarily in therapy, but talking to adults when you're struggling with things, because leaders may struggle more than anyone. It's lonely at the top. It's lonely out front. You might not be at the top, but you're out front leading, and that can be a lonely place too. And I talked about that. In terms of loneliness being toxic, but in a leadership role, loneliness might not be toxic, but it can be lonely to be in the front. So make sure you're connected with adults as you move through your life that you can bounce things off of and stay connected to, and when you're struggling. And the third thing, I asked you, include everyone. Be an includer, not an excluder. Be an appreciator, not a depreciator. No one eats alone. No one eats alone. Look for opportunities to include others. And always, 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 guys and girls, continue to show up for people. Because even in that leadership role, you will need someone. Leaders need someone to show up for them. Not their followers, but, other leaders, people who are at the same places they are. And you can get help from the people that you're leading. You should get help from the people that you're leading. So always continue to show up, and that part of my challenge is no one eats alone. Again, I had an awesome time with all of you at Odessa Texas Crime Stoppers. That's a lot to get out. Hope I get to run into some of you guys and girls someday in a Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, barbecue place in Texas somewhere or anywhere. Would be cool if if I said something to you that you recalled and remembered, and anytime any one of you needed help, please feel free to reach out to me. Hope you're well. Have a great second half to the school year, and really had a great time there. Thanks, guys and girls. Be well.